Dan Williams, Survive Outdoors, the last day out west. Bummer. And then back to 12-hour shifts, COVID, and tons of patience. So be it. So what we're doing today is we're going to talk about how to survive Grand Teton National Park, Yellowstone, any place that's about 5,000 feet above sea level or higher. It's the minor little mishaps, the minor little illnesses and injuries that kick our butt that most of us said, this is no big deal, I can deal with this, is ridiculous. So one of the most common things is high altitude sickness. At about 5,000 feet, that's when you're starting to get some high altitude sickness. You're going to get headaches, some shortness of breath. If you have a history of asthma, COPD, it's going to be worse. So you need to be aware of those issues. If you have an inhaler, you definitely need to bring it with you. Those start at about 5,000 feet. And right now I am at, what am I at? Right now I am at 6,100 feet above sea level currently. The next thing that's common that occurs is dehydration. You lose twice as much water, twice as much through respiration above 5,000 feet than you do at normal latitude. So you need to drink about a gallon of water a day, and that's if you're not doing biking or trail running or anything exertional. If you're doing something exertional, it needs to be more than a gallon a day. So water, extremely important, always have that packed up. Sunburn. So above 5,000 feet, above 3,000 feet, the higher you go, the increased risk of sunburn. At 5,000 feet and above, you have a 60% more UVB rays than any other rays at that level. So your sunburn is going to get worse. And for SPF, you're going to say, what do I use? What do I use? Well, SPF, forget the SPF 70, SPF 80. It has been shown it does not work any better. Stick with SPF 30 and just reapply it about every 2 to 4 hours. Check with your dermatologist. She'll say the same thing. SPF 30, she. Are all dermatologists women? No, of course not. So she or he. But SPF 30. I was talking to a PA out here last year. He runs a clinic in Jackson Hole, and he was saying a lot of his cases have been burns and dehydration, dry air. So the air out here is very dry. So it's going to be really common for nosebleeds, chapped lips. And my wife got a nosebleed this week. I've had chapped lips. I've been using chapstick more than ever. So you're going to want to use normal saline nose spray 3, 4, 5 times a day. Do not use steroids. Do not use prednisone with nosebleeds. It will really not work in the long term. It'll just dry it out even more. So in severe epistaxis, which is nosebleeds, we're going to do that video coming down the road here in a few days. And in that, there is a situation where you would use a steroid nasal inhaler. But for dry air nosebleeds, a lot of moisture, normal saline nasal sprays. You can even take a washcloth, damp, put it over your nose, breathe as long as you can, leave that right over your face, and that'll help get some moisture into your nasal passages. And the last two areas are, and don't underestimate the weather. Definitely should layer up. And if you're not going to layer up, then carry something in your pack. The other day it was 70 degrees, and within 4 hours it dropped to 38 degrees. So always layer up above 5,000 feet. Bring some extra layers. Really, really important. Hypothermia will set in a heartbeat, especially up in the mountains. The other thing that I do not want you to underestimate is just joint pain, muscle aches, arthritis, long car rides here, airplane rides here. You're going to be stiff. I suggest this a lot to a lot of my patients, and I'm a bad patient. Do as I say, don't do as I do, because I'm going to tell you, you need to stretch, you need to exercise, you need to do something before you get to an area like this so you don't incur an injury. So that's really important. Next time I talk to you all, we're going to be back in the Midwest. Oh no, cornfields. All right, guys. stay safe, keep your eyes on the horizon, your face to the wind. I'll see you next time.